said that to you and he's not even met you in person. I'm just checking this isn't my mate. I haven't talked to my brother in 2 years because his wife is a bitch. Yeah, I said it, Diane.
Needless to say, it went down like a sack of cold shit.
I love a woman who dominates.
Do you, though?
No, I hate it.
Well, I'm on the flip side of this. My partner is a nightmare.
Oh, I'll start that again, shall I? Hello and welcome back to season 3 of You're Never the Only One. Or is it season 2? I don't know. I feel like it's season 2 because this is now the proper podcast. Anyway, we're back. We're back, and what a bloody joy it is to be back after a short, necessary though, break where we took some time off. We licked our overworked wounds.
Keep not knowing where you're going with
That's
this.
fine.
Okay.
We ignored all calls and emails. I mean, I barely spoke to you.
No, it was
I think
great.
maybe we just needed a little, time off.
Yeah, it wasn't you, it was
We're
me.
both quite a lot, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. But just like wild bears, we're back, hungry, energised, and not afraid to shit in the woods if necessary. And if you don't get that reference, you might want to check out episode 1 of season 2.
I'm still not okay.
All will be explained.
The things I say and do, I'm always what I need.
As ever, I'm joined by my better half, Emma Nicolay. We thought about not roasting each other this season.
You did?
But what would be the fun in that? Plus, the roasts are the only time Emma is legitimately funny because she gets to think about them and write them beforehand. It's literally the only part of the podcast she does for herself. So, ladies and gentlemen, if there are any men, Emma Nicolay.
Thanks, Kat. Thank you so. It's true. Unfortunately, that's why it stings.
I know.
It's
Listen,
really fucking
I want you
true.
to know, I'm never comfortable roasting.
Oh, really? It
No,
seems like you
does
are.
it-
It seems like you're getting more comfortable. In fact, I think potentially the skinnier you're getting, the nastier you are becoming. I think that's what it is, when really you should be happier. And I am happy for you. These weight loss injections, I am so, so happy for you. It's great that you're losing weight, you're feeling good.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because I think Kat's been dieting since about, the early 2000s. And the only thing that has shrunk in that time is her willpower. So we're really happy for you, Kat. Really happy.
Thank you very much.
Keep jabbing away. Now, there's a lot for us to catch up on. So we thought, as a little regroup, that we would take to social media and ask our listeners to post the questions that they want answers to.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 questions that listeners have submitted for each of us.
Yes.
Kat, shall I ask you first?
Go for it.
All right, you ready? So first question
I'm excited.
that everybody's desperate to know, they can't even sleep until they know the answer to, is
me.
Who's the boss at home, you or Jimmy?
Me.
Yeah.
But also me. I was going to try and give Jimmy a little bit of credit there, but I think we're both very happy with that.
Yeah? It
Yeah.
works.
It works.
Has it always been that way? Is it shifted at any point
No, I
during
think
your
it's always
relationship?
been that way. It's just that Jimmy's now accepting of it. I think he's given in. I've beaten him down.
He's relinquished.
He's now part of the cult, and he
he's
does what he's told.
submitted.
He's submitted. He's my sub, and I'm the dom.
You're the dom.
Yeah.
Well, we'll come to that a bit later on.
Oh.
But before that, question number 2, Kat Sims.
Yeah.
Let's get deep now. You ready?
Okay. Ready.
You might want a glass of water because, Kat, what the
is
people want to know is, what's your deepest insecurity?
Oh. Okay. All right. I'll do this a little bit in parts.
Okay.
Body wise.
Yeah.
My turkey gobble.
Yeah.
That. And this sort of that bit.
Has that gone down with the Manjaro?
The turkey gobble's gone down, but my face is just, you can see it's just a bit jowly.
I think you look really good.
That's really kind
really
of you.
great.
I'm going to take that, thank you. But that has always been
And you got one of those zippy things, haven't you?
I've got one of those zippy things.
Is that
yeah.
what? Have you seen a difference with that? Is that working?
I have actually seen a difference with that. I really like that. But until Zip pay for a little bit of sponsorship on this podcast,
Right.
we're not talking about them.
Okay.
I love you though, Zip.
So that's your body.
That's my body. And I think, other than that, my biggest insecurity is that people don't like me. And I don't think everybody needs to like me. But I can tell myself that people who I'm really close with hate me. I'm always like, I think she's just being nice to me. She's actually just a bit embarrassed for me and how awful I am, so she's just being nice to me. I can tell myself that story all the time.
Where do you think that comes from?
Probably not being wanted as a child, having no love, the general inner child trauma that exists within us all. Obviously, Dad.
It's a nervous laughter
It's a
there,
joke,
sorry.
Dad. Love you. I don't even know why I'm bothering. My dad's still not figured out how to listen to a podcast.
Okay, so my mum, this is really good because my mum thinks that she's listening to the podcast, right? Which is great because obviously I've spoken about quite in depth about
Yeah.
Johnny's dick and stuff. So my mum went, no, you went, well, if your mum listens to that. I went, she went, no, I have. And I was like, have you? You listen about? She went, yeah, I see it all the time on Instagram. So she thinks the podcast is the cut downs that we're putting on social media, and I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, leave it there. Let's not
leave
abuse
it
her of
there.
that idea.
No. The worry is when Johnny's mum works out how to use podcast, then we're really having to have a rethink. Which actually is ironic because here's the next question and the final question. Question number 3. What's your favourite sex position?
That wasn't a real question.
It's a real question.
Okay. Thank God my dad doesn't know how to listen to. Do you know what? Asleep. Honestly, at this point,
No.
At this point in my life,
No.
to be honest, if Jimmy could do it and not wake me up, I'd be fine.
Okay, a little bit of necrophilia. So is
Well,
it?
I'm not dead.
No. Okay, you might as well
Just
be.
dozing.
Okay, so can I just ask, because
Yeah.
you did mention to me earlier that you're starting to get the flutters back a little bit.
Yeah, so I was saying to
I love
was
this.
saying to Emma, because I've been on the HRT now, I've been using the estrogel, and it's hard to know exactly where my balance comes from because I'm obviously on so many drugs and medications.
Yeah. Ironically.
But what I have realised is that now, back in the day when you were young and I was virile and it wasn't all dead down there, I used to get the fanny flutters when you saw like a sexy part on a TV show or something, right?
Yeah.
That stopped for a while.
Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nada. Zip.
But recently, they've started to come back a little bit. And not even like particularly good chemistry-filled snogs on the TV, like any kind of like little moment. I'm like, oh, hello. The little fanny flutters are back, so that's good.
See, that was why I was going to get the old testosterone gel, but there's no testosterone in the one
No
that you've got.
testosterone. But then I'm also on, I'm on anti-anxiety, I'm on ADHD meds, the Manjaro. It could be any of the above.
Yeah, a rhino horn.
But a rhino horn, trout semen.
Have you got some for me?
I got some for you. Okay, this was the most asked question off the back of last episode, last season, sorry. How does Jonny feel about the podcast and the things that you say on it?
I mean, a little bit like your first question of who's the boss. Jonny has had to submit to the fact that
Love it.
it's going to happen. And he wasn't happy because what would happen is the podcast gets released on a Wednesday. It's still a Wednesday, isn't it? And that's when he drives into London early morning. So that would be his early morning listen.
Yeah.
So he would get into like his site meetings, and just before he'd go, and he called me and went, "You fucking what?" So that's my day would start with, I can't believe you actually said that. My clients could listen to it. My mum could, and I was like, yeah, but they won't. So, I'm running the gauntlet with this.
Go for it.
Because, let's see how,
we're not paring back this season, are we?
No, we're not paring back.
Good.
We're not
also,
paring
Jonny
back.
doesn't take himself too seriously.
And it's not like I'm saying he's got a small cock.
No, you did. It's a big ding-a-ling.
Big.
I'm still not really recovered from the way that you said ding-a-ling last season. Too much for me. Okay, question number 2.
Yes.
Do you want any more children?
Yes.
Oh.
I do. My heart
with you?
does.
Oh.
My body doesn't because it's spent.
Yeah.
My head is on the fence.
Maybe you should lean into your, I know it's a while off, but lean into your like grandma era where you can enjoy the babies. That's coming. So you can enjoy the babies.
Sorry, they're 9.
I'm loving my
and
grandma.
12.
I'm in there. Like, because,
Really?
well, our friend Anna's had a baby.
Yeah.
43 years old. I love her. She's batshit crazy. Like, it's not for me, but the baby is just the most delicious thing. And I get for the first time the grandma era thing. I get it. I'm like, I love the baby. I smell the baby. I get all of that. Nothing.
Then you give the baby back.
Nothing here. No ovary twitches. Nothing at all. And I'm like, this is what grandparenting is going to be like.
Did you ever get broody after having the girls though? Or did it stop after that? Were you like, no, I'm done?
Oh no,
I'm
after.
done.
Well, listen, if I'm really honest, I had Billy. That was not great for me.
Yeah.
A bit of a shit show. I think the only reason I had a second one was because I didn't want her to be an only child. But then the second birth was so amazing.
Yeah.
so healing that there was part of me that was like, I'll go for 3. But I'd already had 2 girls, and I know myself well enough. If you could have guaranteed me a boy, I would have been on it in a
Same.
heartbeat.
Same.
But 3 girls,
Yeah.
no, nobody was going to enjoy that experience. So I was like, we're done. I'm out.
It's fun, isn't it? The girls and the
Not fun at all.
perimenopause and
No,
the
it's not fun.
adolescence.
There's
We
a
need
lot of
talk
words to
about
describe it, but fun is not one of them.
Next.
No, next question. Well, funnily enough, favourite
Yeah.
sex position, Emma?
Okay. I was thinking about it when you were asked it. So it depends, really. It depends whether I want him to finish quickly.
It's always a consideration, isn't it?
Yeah.
That
The selfish love. Sometimes I'll just be like, you need to empty that ball sack, and I will take it.
Oh, I thought
So-
it was more like, I'm tired, let's get this over and done with.
Oh, I'm not gonna. No, well, all of the
Yeah.
things where you're doing it for them.
What's the position for that?
selfish love?
Yeah.
Selfish love for him, always flipped over doggy. And then for me, if I'm like, I need to get off, and you could literally just be a vibrator, so just lie
with-
there,
yeah.
and then I'll just grind myself all over, so I'm on top.
Grinding,
Friend,
be my
friend.
vibrator. Great job. All right, so let's move on. A little
Ben's
head.
just taken a massive swig of
Yeah.
water.
He's wishing
I'm
that
not
was-
sure.
he's wishing
whether
that
it's-
was something else,
'cause
wasn't
it's
he?
hotter than Satan's arsehole, and here it's our conversation.
There is that. We've decided to start recording on the hottest day of the year. So excuse the slightly sweaty top lip. I've tried my best. Little heads up. You may remember that last season was the first season that we co-hosted this podcast together. And as all creators must do, we've taken a little time over the break to figure out what worked and what didn't.
Yeah.
And what we decided
Yeah.
is that actually we were probably trying to cram a little bit too much into that.
Yeah, they were
And
too meaty, 2 topics,
too meaty. We didn't have enough time to do them justice. Second topic always took a bit of a backseat. So this season we're doing something a little bit different, and it is going to be one of us in the driving seat every episode with our own topic. And this week, Emma is popping the season 3 cherry by taking the lead. Love a woman who dominates.
Do you, though?
No, I hate it. I like to be in charge. So Emma, she's laughing because she knows it's true, and I know it's true, and I'm not proud or happy about it, but it is the way it is. Probably why we work so well together.
It really works well.
It's a little bit why I chose Jimmy. I'm an addict. I chose a codependent. I'm a narcissist. I chose a codependent. Here we go. Moving on. Listen, at least I'm aware.
Yeah. I'm going first.
Which unusual for me. I thought I might have taken the first lot.
I know, but you've been busy with your book, so it's fine. It's fine.
What are you chatting about?
You're never the only one who doesn't like your friend's partner.
Do you
know what, though?
That's a lot.
And every single one of my friends that's listening right now is going, fuck, is it me? Is it me?
Or maybe they're going, it's Jonny.
This is it. There is the flip
Jonny,
side
we
to
do
it.
love you.
But listen, in the wise words of Victoria, Emma, Jerry, Mel B, and Mel C.
Yes.
Yeah, the Aristotle of our era.
The real philossers of our generation.
I mean, honestly, they had it right when they said, if you're going to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
It's true.
Which I overthought that a little bit too much, and I don't, get with my friends.
Yeah, how far are we getting?
Yeah, exactly.
We're not doing mum talks.
We're not going to be friends if you
Mormon sister wives things.
Yeah, exactly. But studies have shown that the more support a romantic relationship gets from friends and from family, then the more likely it is to succeed. But how important is it for you that your friends and your family and your friends and your partner get along? So from my perspective, in the kind of transient, heady, carefree days of, kind of teen, adolescence, uni, whatever, I couldn't give a shit. Even early 20s. Do you know what I mean? It's fine. I don't think it matters. It's not so problematic. But right now, I am at the stage of my life where my time is so precious.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I think all of us can relate to this. Time is so precious that I just, ultimately, I want to spend it with people that are effortlessly fun for me, that spark joy in me, that, particularly if you're coming to stay at my house.
Yep.
And I have to say, I'm really, really lucky. Like all of the friends that I've met through Jonny and the wives that they've married, it's all worked out really well. I feel like I've kind of hit the lottery with that.
Great.
But
good for you.
But and that is lucky as well, because when you think about it, as females, generally we're in charge of the social calendar, don't you find? Jonny?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've just written a book about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So Jonny
Sorry,
will be
did I
like,
mention I'd written a book?
yeah, we'll come to that. But Jonny, he'll be always like, yeah, get the girls to put something in the diary. Well, sorry, we're sharing a calendar. Why can't you do it? But anyway, so yeah, I think this is probably something that women are going to get a bit more than men do about the kind of getting on with the partners and friends and all that kind of thing. So I think because you dictate really how it plays out. So, for example, I had a situation where a friend who I worked with very closely, we became really tight, as you often do kind of in your late 20s, early 30s with work colleagues.
Yes.
It kind of became...
It's the dominating like arena of friendships in your existence, isn't
and it's
it?
great. And actually, it worked. And it worked for so long. And I started going out with Jonny along the same time as she started going out with a friend of mine who was also working there. And so we became this really strong four-ball. And it was wonderful. For so many amazing memories, right? And then their relationship ended and they both moved on. And obviously Jonny and I stayed together. We tried to kind of maintain the two things.
It's hard, isn't it? It's like, who do you get in a divorce?
Yeah, it was like that. And then I kind of introduced her to this like handsome young man that I met on my hen do. Well, we were there together. We were at a festival, and I was like, she's single. I love her. She's great. You're hot, and you live near her, and you're funny. And I think, wicked, this will work because we'll all get on.
But just to be clear, this was somebody that you sort of met in the festival setting.
Yeah.
So you only got that side of him.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I had to do a dare. Got chatty. He was just really, I found him really funny. He was a bit off the wall.
Okay.
Really liked him. Yeah, so I was like, you need to meet my friend. Anyway, their relationship continues to this day.
Oh, great. Not great?
Ours doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah. So basically, we entertained them once. They came around to the house. Jonny just couldn't find the common ground with him. And I was like, hey, he's great. He's a bit kind of off the wall. And he was like, no, it's not working. It was like chalk and cheese. And I kind of persevered with it, but it became quite apparent that this new setup, the friendship kind of
But you
wasn't
still liked
working.
him.
Yeah, I liked him.
But it was him and Jonny that just didn't gel.
Him and Jonny didn't. And then kind of like they did, they lived further away from us. We moved further away, as happens. And we just never got the invite.
Yeah.
It was never returned from when we...
It goes back to that idea of being discerning, isn't it? It's like you don't have enough time to spend with everybody.
Right.
And so naturally you end up cutting the wheat from the chaff.
Yeah, but we had them over. So
There's no big blow up.
No.
No.
So kind of it was their turn in a sense, but it never happened. And then there was like festivities we weren't invited to. Anyway, it came round to my 40th, I think, my 40th birthday party. And had I not invited them, it would have been
A statement.
yes.
Got it.
And I thought I don't want any drama. So anyway, he came to the party, didn't really know anybody apart from a few of our mutual friends.
And Jonny, who hates him.
And Jonny, he was like, Jonny was in such a good mood, anyone could have been there. But the fact is that he ruined that because he just got really walloped and was really inappropriate with other friends and female and male, and just was like, people were like, who's the weird guy, and he's freaking me out, and the stuff he's talking about, and it was all like...
And how long had they been together at this point?
Oh,
we're talking like years and years.
years now.
Oh, okay.
Right, so it was like, oh my God. And then, and I'd never said anything because I also wanted to make sure that if she wanted to open up to me, you know what I mean? I just didn't want to ruin our friendship. And I thought I still want to be there in case it does go tits up, because I also felt a little bit responsible because I'd kind
you made this happen. You basically created this whole shit show.
It's my fault.
It's your fault because of like a half an hour encounter with a guy who's probably off his tits.
Oh my God.
A festival.
No, he wasn't at the time. Okay. Honestly, he was lovely. I mean, I still think he was okay until...
I think, as a friend, I would like, if somebody's setting me up, I would like my friends to vet them a little harder. I'm just saying. A little bit more time, a little bit more care.
Listen, I feel like I'm quite a good judge of character.
Well, not here.
Okay.
So, just for next time,
okay.
A little bit more safeguarding.
So we've put on this amazing party for my 40th, really big. I had to be quite selective as well about who was there because there was only so many like bedrooms in this house we'd hired out. Anyway, so, we're there and all our nearest and dearest. And Jonny starts giving this really heartfelt speech and everyone's standing there, right? And he's, I love it, all this kind of, and then he just starts, this guy starts going, boring! Oh, I just standing.
I mean, to be fair, he sounds like a twat.
Boring! And I looked over and I was there and everyone was going, Jonny's trying to carry, and Jonny kind of threw him off and he went, anyway, speech.
What's wrong with people?
And I looked to my friend.
Yeah, what did she do? Was she like, shut the fuck up?
She was just sat there going, and that was it. That was the moment. No. That was the moment that I just kind of thought,
no, it's done.
It's done.
It's done. There's no love there.
It's done. It's
there's no
done.
Love. I would be mortified.
Oh my God.
If my husband started behaving like that, even if I thought the speech was boring.
Yeah.
Even if I thought it's my friend's birthday.
Yeah.
I would be like, shut the fuck up.
I know.
Get in the car, go home. Obviously don't drive because you're pissed.
But there was numerous times
put yourself somewhere
that
else.
she should have done that. And I was like, oh, let it go. It's just him. But this was, no, done. And so basically the friendship from that point on just dwindled. There was the odd message back and forth. I'd hear whispers from other friends about how she'd be like, she's not committed to this friendship. She's not putting anything
about
in.
You
about me. My lack of effort. I wasn't asking enough about how her kids were, blah, blah. And I was just like, do you know what? It became this thing that just hung over me. It was just hanging over me the whole time. And it was just this bad juju. It's like this energy. And I was like, and every time I get together with other friends, we talk about it.
It feels unfinished.
Yeah. And there was this part of me that was hanging on to all these lovely memories. And then one day I just was like, you know what? It's done. And it's you've got to sometimes accept that these friendships are transient and they don't pass the test of time sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think
and
as
they
well,
feel so she was a bridesmaid at my wedding. This was a really strong friendship, And that, and among some other contributing factors, I sent a message to her last year and I said to her, I love you. But
I don't like you right now, like we do to our kids.
I just, that's the thing. It wasn't that. It petered out,
It's just a natural progression.
I love you. I love all our memories. I wish the best for you, for him, for your family. I didn't talk about what had happened. I didn't, and
Can
I
I
just
ask you
said,
a question? Do you think that relationship, that friendship would have petered out if she'd not been with this guy?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, the guy didn't help, let's be clear.
No.
You don't think so? You think you would have stayed friends?
I think we would have stayed, maybe not as good, but we still would have seen each other and there would have been, and maybe if it was someone different, there would have been more effort because there's other friends from that group that also live far away.
So she's still there?
No, I broke up with her.
But she's still in your friendship circle with other people?
With one other person, yeah. With one other person. And that's, and they went to her wedding recently and all this. But it's the best. I'll tell you what, it's the best thing I ever did. It's the best thing I ever did.
It's quite empowering, isn't it? When you get to a point where you're like, there's no drama. I mean, there was actually a bit of drama, but I'm not going to make a drama out of it. This relationship, this friendship is done. And we talked about this last season. There's no language for when you break up with a friend or when a friendship dies. Yeah. It's really hard to process. Yeah. And I think that especially if the person that she loves and is spending her life with is the reason... you're never going to beat that. She's always going to choose him. Yeah. And you know what? Good on her. I mean, it's weird. I don't get it. He sounds like an absolute cockwomble. But but you can't win. And that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I think I didn't say, a lot of people are like, why didn't you say anything? But, I've got friends that are now coming out of marriages and they're kind of testing the murky waters.
We are in that period of life,
of the dating pool.
We've been through wedding. Well, we've done 18th, 21st weddings. Yeah. Babies. Yeah. Now we're in divorces.
It's just 50th and funerals for me at the moment. There's no
I'm not
kind
in the
of
50th.
Yeah, I'm there. But I've got no qualms about telling those friends, like if I spot any red flags, do you know what I mean? If that person's kind of, I don't know, because when you're in that kind of euphoria of the honeymoon period,
you don't see anything.
Don't see anything, particularly if you've come out of a bad relationship or whatever. You're just so grateful.
Yes.
To be desired and to be loved and to be held, all this stuff. Like, I think it's even harder to spot the red flags because I think also as women, particularly if you've got kids, you still have that feeling of maybe I'm coming with children, I'm coming with, you know.
Yeah, you make excuses because you
Yeah.
want something to work, right?
Yeah, so I feel like those kind of friends need more protection than
Yeah.
ones who didn't have that, do you know what I mean, coming
Yeah.
with them. So I'll always, you know, if they're just thinking with their fanny, I'll always be like, hey, he's a cunt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they'll be like, oh, yeah, it turns out you were right.
And
he
that's
was.
fine. That's fine. If
Yeah.
you're just thinking with your
Yeah,
family
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's all you want out of it,
Yeah.
knock yourself out.
Yeah.
But like, because often, actually, in my experience, some of the most, this is really terrible to say, but it's not wrong. Some of the worst men I dated were the best shags.
Yeah. This is happened with someone
Do you know
recently.
what I
She was
mean?
like, but the sex is so good.
I know, but and I think it is a weirdly abusive thing. Like, I think there is that kind of like, they treat you really badly.
Yeah.
But like, I think there's something weird. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not healthy.
It needs unpacking.
It
now.
needs unpacking. So much needs unpacking.
So much.
But do you know, it's funny because I have a friend who is just getting divorced. Very messy. Very, very messy. And as much as I enjoyed the company of her ex in the time that we spent, we were never
Yeah.
together. We didn't spend heaps of time together.
Yeah.
But I always had this like inkling, you know, like spidey sense.
Yeah.
That was like, he's not as good a guy as everybody thinks he is.
Oh, really?
And the thing is
So
like,
you're feeling quite smug.
super smug. Fucking I told you so, bitch. No, obviously not. But I think it's about how you deal with it. I didn't want to
Yeah.
lose her friendship.
Yeah.
And at the time he was still behaving fairly like a normal, regular, reasonable human.
You've got to tread so carefully.
You've got to tread really, really carefully.
Yeah. And you mentioned it earlier as well. You know, another thing to think about is, what if the shoe's on the other foot?
Well,
What if they don't like your friends? Do you know what I mean? What if you get with somebody?
What if your friends don't like your partner?
What if you get with someone as a woman?
Yeah.
And you know they're like, I don't like your mates. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Jimmy didn't like my
There's got to
friends.
be many situations where people end up losing friends because their partner doesn't like them.
Yeah, Jimmy didn't like my friends. Because, I mean, mostly because
Do
my
you like
friends...
me?
I mean, I'm not sure now's the time to have this conversation. He does. He really likes you.
Does he?
Yeah, he really likes you.
So hard to tell. He gives nothing away.
I know.
He gives nothing
Nothing
away.
away. It's like when I say, we'll show him some content I've made,
Yeah.
and I'm like, is this funny? And he goes, yeah, it's great. I'm like, can you tell your fucking face?
So true. It's so true.
I'll never forgive him for this. When I
Yeah.
showed him something, he went, I'm not your target audience. I was like,
I love hearing bad shit about Jimmy. Cause
I know,
Just for a
it's-
second.
I know.
Jonny looks okay. Just for a
but
millisecond.
to be, Jimmy didn't like my friends, largely because a lot of my friends, when we were first dating, in fact, until I got sober, really, were just pisshead friends.
Right.
And they were also the
And he
friends...
doesn't drink.
He doesn't drink, but also
know.
it's not about whether he drinks, it's about the
Yeah.
fact that I just behaved badly when I was drinking. So I was
Right.
always like, I'll be home at a certain time, and I was never home. And then I would always blame my friends, whether it was true or not, like,
Yeah.
oh, so-and-so had a disaster, so we had to look after it, you know, like all that nonsense.
You were
that
you were the
I'm
you were
always
the
the-
disaster.
I'm the problem, it's me. So he just never had a very good feeling about... He didn't want to hang out with them. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right? And now that I'm not drinking and the friends I have left over are the friends that I really love and are probably... He loves
Yeah.
those friends.
Aww.
But, yeah, and also Jimmy isn't... I think Jimmy takes some warming up to.
Right.
He's he's the kindest man I know.
Yeah.
But socially, he's not initially great.
Yeah.
Because he either does two things. He goes really quiet or he goes really inappropriate.
Right.
Like he just overcompensates.
Yeah.
And neither of those things are great.
See,
So
I
you do have to
admire
give him a little bit
those
of
things in
time.
other people because I'm so like like me,
Yeah.
like me. Do you know what I mean? So when I see people like that, I'm like, God, I wish I
No,
could
he
be
just
like
walks
that.
into every situation going, nobody likes me and I'm not going to like anybody, so I'll just shut up.
But he doesn't overcompensate for it like we do.
No, but he goes the other way. And so his inappropriateness can sometimes be horrific. And I'm
Right.
like, and he'll leave and I'll be like, guys, I'm really sorry. Like, I just want to, this is not, this
But he's
is
still
his awkwardness.
But he still wouldn't shout boring in the middle of a heartfelt speech.
He would never do that.
We asked you if you could relate to this, and you did not disappoint. I feel like I feel like some of these I'm just like in like an episode of, I don't know, EastEnders, and it's like, I'm not your mother.
Do you know what? I haven't listened to the voice note, so I'm excited.
Okay, right. So we'll get to the voice notes in a minute.
Okay.
Let's have a little look, see what have I got here. We'll start with... Oh, well, I think we came in strong, actually, with a comment on the Instagram post where I did ask for feedback on this with... I haven't talked to my brother in 2 years because his wife is a bitch. Yeah, I said it, Diane. Feel free to quote me.
Please, I hope her name really is Diane. Hope it's not like a Sandra placeholder, you know, like that kind of Karen thing.
Yeah.
Diane, you got some work to do.
Love it, like straight in there.
Straight in.
Someone was so happy to have that platform.
What about if your family's partner is? I'm trying to think if there's anybody I don't like in my family. No, there isn't really. But that's really hard because you can't just cut off that. You still have to see them at Christmas and all the rest of it, don't you?
Hard to relate.
That's hard.
Right, so
Poor Diane.
here we go. Regarding the podcast, it won't let me email, but I thought I'd say that I've never done that. I've always been supportive of them, even if they don't like their...
Boring! I'm only joking. Oh, sorry, whoever's that. I just went for the gag.
I'll
It's not
start
boring.
again. You're
I went
so
for the
rude,
gag.
Kat. I've never done that. I've always supported them. Good for you. Even if I don't like their partner. But I'd sit and give dirty looks. See, you didn't give chances.
Oh, yeah.
But I'd sit and give dirty looks to the partner. Or just leave it if it got too bad. So there was some. However, there's
Okay.
more.
Bring it on.
My ex-best friend did this to me. She slowly stopped talking to me. I'm just checking this isn't my mate. Okay.
Is it
However,
me?
my ex-best friend did this to me. She slowly stopped talking to me and made it a big deal when I got into my first proper long-term relationship that wasn't more than a few months. She never even met the guy, nor did I talk about him, but she didn't like the fact that my time was being
Yes,
split.
that's what I was going with. I don't think that's about the boy. I think that's about a jealousy thing.
Yeah, massively. I took her flowers because she said she felt ill. Turned out she was just trying to edge out the friendship because I got into a relationship. She told a friend in common it was because she couldn't stand to be friends with me because my time was being split. She's got no shame, evenly, I must add, between her and him. So this poor woman was trying to split her time even. I mean, you shouldn't even have to think about that, but bless her, she was trying.
Surely there needs to be a natural understanding that when you're friends, as you start to get boyfriends and husbands, inevitably they are going to take up more of your time.
Yeah, obviously. I mean,
You don't need to be a twat about it.
She needs a shag. The moment I knew was
a
when
burger.
she ghosted me because he took me to Brighton for a weekend and she got the right arse that fireworks night after. I don't know what's going on.
Like, listen, I think you've had a lucky escape there.
Yeah, exactly.
No tears shed over her.
Shall we listen to a voice note?
Shall we? I'm excited. Okay, here we go. I don't know who this is from.
So my name's Hayley. I have just seen Emma's post about the podcast and about whether you've had friends where you don't get on with their partners. And I also have had an experience of this where one of my very close friends dated a guy who was just really unattractive. Could never understand what she saw in him. Plus, he was really weird and a bit creepy. And then we went out this is quite a few years ago, we went out for my friend's 30th birthday, and he proceeded to try it on with both me and my other friend. And our friend who was dating him was like completely oblivious and laughing at him on the door. It was just like a whole shit show. But yeah, we were like, nah, not interested, that's gross. But we haven't really spoken to her since. They're still together. And yeah, we don't speak because he's just very odd.
Do you know what?
Go on.
He's also not very smart. Like, if you're going to fuck around...
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you're going to do it with your friend there and with her friends seems like a terrible idea.
But she was seeing it and she was laughing. Maybe that's her kink.
I mean, maybe.
You just don't
I feel
know.
like you need a little bit more consent in that, though, for the other people. Do you know what I mean? If she's getting off on it, he's getting off on it, but they're using your friends to grind up against. Probably
Yeah.
not great.
Anyway, they don't have to worry about it anymore.
No.
Okay, so here we go. Another one. Friends, partners that we don't like. I have a friend. Well, had in capitals.
I love the way that... You know what? Sometimes I love when we get put out a topic and you can just tell that there are some people who have been waiting
Visceral, isn't it?
waiting for the opportunity to get this off their chest.
Yeah. Well, whose partner was so obnoxious and rude. Every time me and my friend talked on the phone, he would be shouting in the background. I was going through cancer treatment, and he said to me, "At least your hair will grow back eventually," and that he knew how I felt because he was bald. Bearing in mind he shaves his head weekly through choice, right?
I don't know what to do with that.
Every time I see a picture of him on Facebook, I get so mad because she is such a lovely person and he is literally a moron.
Do you know, I try my best
Yeah.
to like not bash men.
Yeah.
Because I think that it's overdone, right? I really do. I really try. And then I hear stories like that and I think, it's a fucking uphill battle. I don't know why I'm bothering.
Oh dear, I've not spoken to her since before Christmas.
Not surprised. What a
Because I
cunt.
cannot stand him. I've never even actually met him in person. I can't believe he said that to you and he's not even met you in person. And they got engaged in the new year and she didn't tell me because she knows that I cannot stand him. It's sad, but also, nope, I don't need morons in my life.
Yeah.
I also don't like my neighbour's husband.
Oh, she's on a rampage.
He's an idiot too. And I actively avoid him. In 5 years of friendship, I've been to her house twice. She's at mine all the time. And it's purely because I literally want to commit violence against this man every time I see him. I love you
That's
lot.
the same person.
I love you lot so much. Yeah, it is. Oh, these are
God,
wonderful.
God
Thank you,
love
guys.
her.
Let's listen to another voice
Okay,
note.
another podcast, another whatever. Who am I? What's my name? What are we doing?
Hey Emma, it's Gail from Rebellion.
Hi, Gail.
Oh, Rock and Rebellion, we love
Loving the
her.
pod. Thanks, it's a great listen. Glad you gals are back. Just wanted to share with you my experience with friendships and partners. Last year, I held a garden party and had to tell a friend of mine that she was invited, but her husband wasn't. She was
That's
a really
bold.
good friend. Actually, I've known her for years and years and years. Really awkward conversation. He had done something previously to make me not want to invite him. My husband put his foot down as well and said he's definitely not coming, so obviously he was doubling down on the decision. Needless to say, it went down like a sack of cold shit. No longer speak to my friend, haven't spoken to her for a year. There's no coming back from this. Really awkward, really sad actually. But it was just something that I had to do, and her husband wasn't welcome at our house, so that's my sad story.
It does make it so difficult at this stage because you do everything in couples, don't you, really?
Yeah, you do.
With kids, with families, you tend to. It's a lot less
I want
girls'
to know
nights
what
out.
he did.
I know, me too.
I want to know what he did to get to the point where he's not welcome at their house.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's important information. Like, because I want to assess whether that's her being reasonable or her just being tricky.
Yeah, well,
we don't know.
based on knowing Gail, like from what I do know of her, Rock and Rebellion, amazing, by the way, jackets. Have you got one?
No.
You need one. Gail, can we get one, please?
Oh, is that
Oh
your
my
one
God.
with the...
We need one of these.
Oh, we do. We need a jacket with that on the back. Yes. Come on, Rock and Rebellion, we'll wear them.
Oh, sorry, we are pointing if you're listening.
Oh, yeah,
Forgetting
sorry.
To do this. If you are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, we're pointing at our new neon sign, which it says, "You're never the only one," because that's the name of our podcast.
A little bit more branding. Also, if you're watching, you'll notice we're in a new studio.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's basically a little holiday we've wangled for ourselves every week, isn't
Oh
it?
my God, it's stunning. It's stunning.
Okay, have we got any more?
We have actually.
Go.
I think we've got a couple more emails. Hi Emma, hope you're well. I'm on the flip side of this. My partner is a nightmare, and I think people avoid me because of him. He's like a giant teenager, very loud, inappropriate, and really rubs people up the wrong way. You've actually met him.
Oh, I can't wait.
At Wilderness. Again, I was thinking, is this my friend?
Yeah.
She said, you've met him at Wilderness Festival. And I was like, oh, shit. And then I realised it's when you actually met him at Wilderness Festival when he tried to sell you our child. Sophie, you mentioned her on one of your stories. She's a beautiful little kid, and I was wearing this.
Did you consider it?
She was very cute. So yes, as you know what I'm like. So I go to festivals, go, I want to be child free, and then I find the nearest child and play with them like for fun.
There's a lot about you I will never understand.
So she's just like him. She said, "Help me." Anyway, he's my child, not my husband, and will always be more trouble than anyone I've ever met. I think I've lost friends because of him.
Oh, but
Underneath all the bravado, she says, he's actually a good guy. I do remember him. I remember him very clearly and his snazzy suit. And actually, I did get that. He still wants to have a lot of fun. He's a big kid and he's still up for, And she was very much
Peter Pan syndrome.
Yeah, and she was very much having to kind of keep an eye on their daughter. And I remember that. But honestly, I get it. And you know what? If he just lets loose every now and then at a festival, then it's
And often
it's
that
fine.
kind of like silliness and overcompensate is just like a bit of nerves or fear or insecurity.
Right.
So it's like, it's a bit like Jimmy. Sometimes you just need to give him a bit of time.
Yeah.
Give him a few chances.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was lovely. And Katie, I won't read out the rest of what you said because
It's all about you and how wonderful you were.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Loved you since the day.
Boring. Sorry.
That is going to be.
Sorry.
That is going to run and run.
Yeah, it's running. I got it now.
I'm done.
Okay,
Have you
great.
got one more?
We've
One
got
more email?
one
I think we had
more.
one that came in just before we came on.
Well, we've got a voice note, and at the third voice note.
Amazing.
Yes, so here we go.
Okay.
I hope I put the right phone number in. This is for the story. So
We just have to pause that.
Can we rewind?
Can you imagine if she didn't? She sent it to like the PTA or something. Can't wait. Right.
house shared with a girl we'll call Samantha, and she had a boyfriend whose real name was Hamish. Unfortunately, Hamish was married, and his wife had just had a child. I wasn't too happy about this, but kept myself out of it until he started coming over literally every single night. So I named him Hamish McNob. He left his toothbrush there, which obviously was brilliant for
I know where this is going.
my fanny pubes. Sometimes itching my bottom hole. He used to leave his jacket on the bottom of the stairs, and I'd try and find the biggest bogey I could find and wipe that under the collar of his coat. Yes, it was very childish, but I did not like Hamish McNob. I
can't breathe.
asked her to move out, so obviously he went as well. So yeah, that was my shameful story.
Wow.
That
That needs to go on Friday Confessions. That's amazing.
it's when she used to use it to scratch her bum hole.
Oh my God.
I love that.
Oh my
But I
God.
love the secretness of it as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He probably never knew.
No.
Well, maybe until he got some sort of viral thrush
Thrush of the
infection
mouth.
in his mouth.
Oh.
But he never worms. He've got worms. Not that she had worms, but if you put poo in the wrong hole, you get worms, right?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is
I told you my worm story.
I don't think I want to hear it.
I think you do.
See? Ben, do we want to hear
Do we have time for a little worms? Oh, thumbs up. And there you go. Right. Well, first of all, it wasn't me. It was my kids.
Right.
Got worms. I'd never had worms as a child.
No.
I didn't really. I think I thought it was some sort of Victorian disease.
Like pleurisy.
Yeah, like smallpox.
Yeah.
Eradicated.
Yeah.
It's not. And it's a very real thing. And basically, let me put this down. Basically, if kids don't wash their hands properly in whatever way, and they get a little bit of fecal matter or dirt, whatever, in their, they get worms. Now, I didn't know this, but all I knew is that my kid would come to me in the middle of the night, go, my bum hole's really itchy, and I'd be like, oh, you'll be fine. So I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Spoke to a friend of mine. She went, oh, she's got worms, and I was like, what? Say what?
Did she
said-
tell you to get the torch out?
That's exactly what she said. She said, go out when they're asleep, because they only come out, they're nocturnal, these worms.
Yeah.
They only come out at night. Go out when she's asleep. She was still only little. She had like a nappy on.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 or 3 in bed. Pull the nappy down, just spread her butt cheeks and shine a torch on it and you'll see.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this? Witchery?
Yeah.
I did it. And they're like tiny little pieces of white cotton. And as soon as you shine the torch on them, they're like this. Out of the bum hole. I've never seen anything like it. I was fascinated and disgusted in equal measure.
It's so
I took
awful.
Jimmy. I was like, Jimmy! come and see this. He has never, I would hazard a guess that that might be the single most traumatic experience he's ever had, was seeing those threadworms come out of our child's, like they literally do a little dance.
Yeah.
They're like that.
Yeah.
You know, like those dancing flowers you get. Honestly.
You do that too well. Can
I
we
know.
make that a GIF?
Yeah. Anyway, so Jimmy has never really recovered.
Yeah.
But the worst thing about worms is
Yeah.
the fucking admin involved. Because
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
you all have to take the pill.
Yeah.
It's just a pill. The actual medication's easy. Take a pill. But
And the
because
eggs can fall
hang
onto the
around
carpet for 2
So,
weeks.
2 weeks.
You've got to change the bed sheets every day.
vacuum every...
Yeah.
I swear to God, it would have been easier to put her up for adoption.
I know. I honestly, it happened recently, and
It's the worst.
And then it happened again after, and Barley came in to me crying, going, "I'm sorry,
I've done it again."
I thought she'd broken something, but because she saw how it almost pushed me over the
Yeah, it
edge,
does.
because the amount of laundry,
Yeah.
and towels and
Yeah.
and I couldn't stay on top of it, and I was like, honestly, and so when she realised she had it again, she came in and she just went, "Honey,
Honestly.
I'm sorry."
It's just...
Oh, they're just awful, aren't they?
It's
I take
too
nits.
much.
I take nits over worms.
I love nits.
What is wrong with you?
Who doesn't love nits?
Everybody.
I mean, I have to say, now that I've got extensions in, I'm slightly more scared of nits because it's like I'd have to go and have them taken out. Like,
Yeah.
nobody wants that. But when it's my kids, itchy head, we shove the stuff on,
Yeah.
do the thing. I get to sit there all night, scrape through,
Yeah.
find the little buggers. There's
Yeah.
nothing more exciting. You're like,
Yeah.
I've got one.
Yeah,
You wipe
yeah.
it, you're like, look, everybody has a look.
Yeah, put it under the camera
Put it
so you
under
can
the camera, you can have a
magnify
look.
it.
Yeah. And it's like squeezing spots. It's the same joy.
Right.
And, you know, it's a laborious process, but it's enjoyable.
Ben, do you remember just before we started recording?
I don't know what's coming.
The
but-
last thing that Kat said was, and we've got to make sure we don't go off on a tangent.
Okay, fine.
Right, okay.
Okay. All right. Well done.
How did we get from that? Now, did we have one more email you said that came in
We
this
do have one more
morning?
email. Yes, it did come in this morning. It says, okay, this is an interesting subject. So I always keep my mouth shut if I didn't like someone's boyfriend, husband, or partner. But one time I met up with two of my best friends and their boyfriends in New York City. I was single at the time, so was the third wheel, and I didn't care because I got to see my friends.
Yeah.
We stayed at one of the girls' apartments. She lived with her boyfriend, and the other friend was flying in with her new beau. Also, I love the use of the word beau. Feels like it elevates this podcast a little bit.
Definitely does. Something had to after that last chat.
Fair enough. Who she was desperately in love with. Yeah. Long story short, we're all staying in the same apartment because New York's expensive. Each girlfriend did not like the other's boyfriend at all. Each girl was gossiping about it to me secretly the whole time. Oh, that's
God,
pain.
what a
You don't want to
holiday.
spend your time doing that,
What
do
a
you?
shitty holiday.
It was so awkward. It literally broke their friendship because each of them ended up marrying their guys. She has stayed friends with each couple, but never brought that weekend up again.
Yeah.
So awkward.
Oh.
It's just a bit sad, isn't it?
It is a bit sad. It is a bit sad. But I think we are learning as we get older. Your time, as I said when I started, your time is so precious.
It is.
Sometimes you've got to be brutal and just go, right, who out of those, 365 days a year, of those like few weekends that I have,
Yep, that's
which
it.
my kids aren't doing shit and dominating it, who do I want to spend it with? Who's going to spark my joy? And it's not twats like that.
I hear you. And also, some of these guys did offensive things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
And they
not like,
deserved
I
it.
just don't get on with him.
Yeah.
It's like, actually, you're wrong. You're a wrong un.
You're a wrong un.
Okay, so that was a cracking topic, Emma.
Thank you.
If the topic of not liking your friend's partner has rubbed up relatedly... Oh, I'll start that again, shall I? It's the menopause. If the topic of not liking your friend's partner has rubbed up relatably against you like a horny cat smothering you in pheromones...
You don't make life easy for yourself.
No, I
do
mean,
you?
I wrote it myself. I only got myself to blame. Or maybe it's made you madder than a pissed on chicken.
Nice.
That's not me. That's Captain Lee from Below Deck.
Oh,
If you ever need a great, pithy saying, Google Captain Lee sayings, Below Deck, cracking ones. We'd love to hear your take.
Yeah, absolutely.
We will be sharing them on socials. You've still got time to get involved and tell us your I hate my friend's partner stories.
Yeah.
Or my partner hates my friends. Or my partner's friends hate me.
Yeah, because we can do both.
We haven't had any of that.
We could just do like some bonus
We haven't had anyone
episode.
where the girls are hated.
No, that's true. Do you know why? Because I don't think men...
No, they do. They do.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
But I don't think men make the drama out of it. I don't think they take it as emotionally.
Maybe we need to take a leaf out of their books.
Maybe we do. Okay, so make sure you email us at you'renevertheonlyone@gmail.com or send us a voice note or a message as ever on 07457 402 704. If you're doing a voice note, please try and keep it to around 60 seconds.
I thought it was 90.
90 seconds.
Also, I thought I was supposed to read that part. It says my name above it. You're so dominating.
Listen, I don't know. Yeah.
We'll be back next week. And,
We will.
And Kat is taking the helm. Whenever I...
Helmet sounds sexy.
Well, that's what Jonny calls the top of
Yes,
his...
that's exactly where my brain went.
Yep, good. Glad we're on the same page. Hence why we're
Am
doing
I
this podcast.
basically the female version of Jonny?
No. What are we going to be talking about next week, Kat?
Oh, that's a good thing or a bad thing. Next week, we're going to be talking about You're Never the Only One who thinks we're doing sex ed all wrong.
What do you mean?
I want to know what your approach at home is to teaching your kids about sex.
Okay.
I want to know, do you talk openly about it? Do you have funny names for your kids' body parts, or do you use the anatomically correct words? Do you get naked? Are you comfortable? Are you one of these people that walk around naked in the house? Is nakedness normal? Do you think schools are teaching sex ed in the right way? Get in touch. And also, actually, I'd like to know, what was your sex ed like at school as well?
Yes.
If at all. I don't remember much about mine, apart from biology lesson. But so we didn't have this PSHE nonsense.
What's that stand for?
Personal, social, health, education.
Okay. Let's go
I
with
don't
that.
know, something like
Let's
that.
go with that. Ben's
I'm
giving
not-
us a thumbs up. He looks like he knows.
There we go. What was I saying? Where was I? Who am I? What are we doing? Get in touch. Get in touch, and using any of the methods that Emma mentioned before, or that I mentioned because I stole her lines.
Exactly.
And are you?
She writes it all. This is not my fault. Okay.
To be fair, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't make a conscious choice. I just didn't see the Emma, and I carried
It's
on.
fine.
chatting.
Will we have it all in the show notes, won't we? All the details.
Yes, it'll all be in the show notes, all of that stuff too. So get in touch using any of those methods, and they will be in the show notes, and it'll probably also listed on Instagram page. So head there if in doubt. And with that,
Peace out, motherfucker. Sorry.
no,
Sorry,
I
I don't know what to say because it's not written in the script.
Let's
Kat and Emma sign off. Theme tune, outro. Everybody makes mistakes. Cue music.
So
You're Never the Only One is written and presented by Kat Sims and Emma Nicolay and produced by Radiant Management. Executive producers are Katie Ray and Parami Kodikara. Podcast operations are managed by Shell Regini, who also expertly takes care of the podcast social media. And our theme tune, Everybody Makes Mistakes, is written and performed by the band Hot Salad.
everything's okay.